Yeah, this video is to review on doing fins and nose cones, and we're going to show you a different type of fin you can do. The fin that you have an option of doing is a cardboard. This is a good substitute for plastic because it's light like plastic, it's sturdy, it's probably a little thicker, a little more rigid than the plastic from the 3D printer, and you can make it a lot quicker. You can paint it, paint adheres to it really well. So once you paint it, it's almost plasticized and very similar in properties to the plastic. The way you do it is you trace your initial fin design on, and then what I do is I use that, cut that out, and use that as a template to design the rest of the fins. So you can design any number of fins, any shape, any size. It's real important where you put it on the rocket, so that's an important consideration, but this gives you a lot of flexibility. So this is an option you can use if the 3D printer is down or if you're limited on time. You generally use the scissors or the snips. I recommend the snips because this cardboard is pretty thick and you might need to use snips for that. Okay, with respect to the nose cones, we've got two types. You've seen you should have seen from a previous video the cork. You start off with 3 pieces of cork, you glue them together with regular glue or Elmer's glue, let it dry overnight, and then you can start sanding it, and then this is the end product here. And so by the way, this was a defective cork that we tried to get a decent nose cone out of. I don't know if we're going to use this for an actual rocket, but we can use it for a demo. But you notice at the bottom there's a wooden disc on here, and this wooden disc is the right diameter for the body tube. It fits right in the body tube, and we've attached an eye hook. This is what we attach to the shock cord mount, and the parachute shroud lines go onto this to keep them on the rocket. So this is an example of a nose cone. It's very easy to sand. You get some 180 or 120. This is some 120 right here. So this will do a good job to sand this. And the nice thing about the cork is, unlike the plastic nose cone, which some of you may get, the cork you can paint it any color. If you try to paint this plastic, once the plastic or the paint dries, you can peel it right off. So it's always going to be yellow, and it's always going to be this shape. With the nose cone, you can experiment with different types of shapes. So if you're really adept at identifying a good aerodynamic shape, you might have a better nose cone with the cork than you could have with this. So, and it's good for experimentation, like I said. Now, as far as the disc on the bottom of the cork goes, you start off with a rough piece like this. You notice the edges are rough, and then you sand it, get it, kind of clean it up a little bit. And then you're going to take this disc and you're going to glue it on the bottom. You're going to try to center in the bottom of that cork after you've sanded it. And then we're going to take an eye hook and we're going to drive this into the wood. So, and like I said, this is the eye hook is used to attach the shroud lines and the shock cord mount that go in the top of the rocket. So I'll show you how to do that later. That's it. Good luck with